Assalamu alaikum. Please mute your lines. Prepare your hearts and minds for prayer. Attention, prayer.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله. قل أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Ameen. All praises are truly due to Allah. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I thank Allah for His coming and intervention in our affairs in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praises are due forever. I thank Him for the eternal leader of the nation of Islam, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the exalted Christ, seated in power. I thank the both of them for the modern day Jesus yet in our midst, our divine guide, our divine warner, our divine mercy yet among us, the final call, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I greet you in the greeting words of peace and paradise of Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30 Qur'anic reading and podcast. All praise is truly due to Allah. We began the call this morning at 5:30 a.m. with the music mix delivered by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, titled Conversations with Scholars and Friends. Today we will be reading Part 21. Part 21 begins with Surah 21. Part 21 begins with Surah 29, Ayat 45, and goes all the way through to Surah 33, Ayat 30. All praise is truly due to Allah. Our cover now, Sister read. Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Part 21, Surah 29. Section 5, the Quran is a purifier. Ayats 45 through 51. Recite that which has been revealed to thee of the book, and keep up prayer. Surely prayer keeps one away from the indecencies and evil, and certainly the remembrance of Allah is the greatest force. And Allah knows what you do. And argue not with the people of the book except by what is best, save such of them as act unjustly, but say, we believe in that which has been revealed to us and revealed to you. And our God and your God is one, and to him we submit. And thus have we revealed the book to thee. So those whom we have given the book believe in it. And of these, there are those who believe in it, and none deny our messages except the disbelievers. And thou didst not recite before it any book, nor didst thou transcribe one with thy right hand, for then could the liars have doubted. Nay, it is clear messages in the hearts of those who are granted knowledge, and none deny our messages except the iniquity. And they say, why are not signs sent down upon him from his Lord? Say, signs are with Allah only, and I am only a plain warner. Is it not enough for them that we have revealed to thee the book which is recited to them? Surely there is a mercy in this, and a reminder for a people who believe.
Part 21, Surah 29, Al-Ankabut, the Spider. Section 6, Warning and Consolation, subhanAllah. Ayats 52 through 63. Say, Allah is sufficient as a witness between me and you. He knows what is in the heavens and the earth, and those who believe in falsehood and disbelieve in Allah, these it is that are the losers. And they ask thee to hasten on the chastisement, and had not a term been appointed, the chastisement would certainly have come to them, and certainly it will come to them all of a sudden, while they perceive not. They ask thee to hasten on the chastisement, and surely hell encompasses the disbelievers, the day when the chastisement will cover them from above them and from beneath their feet. And he will say, taste what you did. O my servants who believe, surely my earth is vast, so serve me only. Every soul must taste of death, then to us you will return. And those who believe and do good, we shall certainly give them an abode in high places in the garden wherein flow rivers abiding therein. Excellent the reward of the workers, who are patient, and on their Lord they rely. And how many a living creature carries not its sustenance? Allah sustains it and yourselves, and he is the hearing, the knowing. And if thou ask them, who created the heavens and the earth and made the sun and the moon subservient? They would say, Allah. Whence are they then turned away? Allah makes abundant the means of subsistence for whom he pleases of his servants, or straightens them for him. Surely Allah is knower of all things. And if thou ask them, who is it that sends down water from the clouds, then gives life to the earth with it after its death? They will say, Allah. Say, praise be to Allah. Nay, most of them understand not.
Part 21, Surah 29, the Spider. Section 7, Triumph of the Faithful, Ayat 64 to 69. And the life of this world is but a sport and a play, and the home of the hereafter, that surely is the life. But did they but know. So when they ride in the ships, they call upon Allah, being sincerely obedient to Him. But when He brings them safe to land, lo, they associate others with Him, that they may be ungrateful for what we have given them, and that they may enjoy. But they shall soon know. See they not that we have made a sacred territory secure, while men are carried off by force from around them? Will they still believe in the falsehood and disbelieve in the favor of Allah? And who is more iniquitous than one who forges a lie against Allah, or gives the lie to the truth when it has come to him? Is there not an abode in hell for disbelievers? And those who strive hard for us, we shall certainly guide them in our ways, and Allah is surely with the doers of good.
Our room, the Romans, chapter 30, section 1, a great prophecy, ayat 1 through 11, 1 through 10. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I, Allah, am the best knower. The Romans are vanquished in a near land, and they, after their defeat, will gain victory. Within 9 years, Allah is the command before and after, and on that day the believers will rejoice. In Allah's help, He helps whom He pleases, and He is the Mighty, the Merciful. It is Allah's promise. Allah will not fail in His promise, but most people know not. They know the outward of this world's life, but of the hereafter they are heedless. Do they not reflect within themselves? Allah did not create the heavens and the earth, and what is in between them, but with truth, and for an appointed term. And surely most of the people are deniers of meeting with their Lord. Have they not traveled in the earth and seen what was the end of those before them? They were stronger than these in prowess, and dug up the earth and built on it more than these have built. And their messengers came to them with clear arguments. So it was not Allah who wronged them, but they wronged themselves. Then evil was the end of those who did evil, because they rejected the messages of Allah and mocked at them.
Part 21, Surah 30, the Romans, Section 2, the two parties, Ayat 11 through 19. Allah creates the creation, then reproduces it. Then to Him you will be returned. And the day when the hour comes, the guilty will despair, and they will have no intercessors from among their associate gods, and they will deny their associate gods. And the day when the hour comes, that day they will be separated one from another. Then as to those who believe and do good, they will be made happy in a garden. And as for those who disbelieved and rejected our messages and the meeting of the hereafter, they will be brought to chastisement. So glory be to Allah when you enter the evening and when you enter the morning. And to Him be praise in the heavens and the earth, and in the afternoon, and when the sun declines. He brings forth the living from the dead, and brings forth the dead from the living, and gives life to the earth after its death, and thus will you be brought forth.
Part 21, Surah 30, Section 3, Manifestations of Divine Power in Nature, Ayats 20 to 27. And of His signs is this, that He created you from dust. Then lo, you are mortals who scatter. And of His signs is this, that He created mates for you from yourselves,
that you might find quiet of mind in them. And he put between you love and compassion. Surely there are signs in this for a people who reflect. And of his signs is the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the diversity of your tongues and colors. Surely there are signs in this for the learned. And of his signs is your sleep by night and by day, and your speaking of his bounty. Surely there are signs in this for a people who would hear. And of his signs is this, that he shows you the lightning for fear and for hope, and sends down water from the clouds, and gives life therewith to the earth after its death. Surely there are signs in this for a people who understand. And of his signs is this, that the heaven and the earth subsist by his command. Then when he calls you from the earth, lo, you come forth. And his is whosoever is in the heavens and the earth. All are obedient to him. And he it is who originates the creation, then reproduces it, and it is very easy to him. And his is the most exalted state in the heavens and the earth, and he is the mighty, the wise.
Surah 30, Part 21, The Romans, Section 4, Appeal to Human Nature, Ayat 28 through 40. He sets forth to you a parable relating to yourselves. Have you among those whom your right hand possess partners in that which we have provided you with, so that with respect to it you are alike? You fear them as you fear each other. Thus do we make the messages clear for a people who understand. Nay, those who are unjust follow their low desires without any knowledge. So who can guide him whom Allah leaves in error? And they shall have no helpers. So set thy face for religion, being upright, the nature made by Allah in which he has created men. There is no altering Allah's creation. That is the right religion, but most people know not. Turning to him and keep your duty to him, and keep up prayer, and be not of the polytheists, of those who split up their religion and become parties, every sect rejoicing in that which is with it. And when harm afflicts men, they call upon their Lord, turning to him. Then when he makes them taste of mercy from him, lo, some of them begin to associate others with their Lord, so as to be ungrateful for that which we have given them. So enjoy yourself a while. You will soon come to know. Or have we sent to them an authority so that it speaks of that which they associate with him? And when we make people taste of mercy, they rejoice in it. And if an evil befall them for what their hands have already wrought, lo, they despair. See they not that Allah enlarges provisions and straightens it for whom he pleases? Certainly there are signs in this for a people who believe. So give to the near of kin his due, and to the needy and the wayfarer. This is best for those who desire Allah's pleasure, and these it is who are successful. And whatever you lay out at usury, so that it may increase in the property of men, it increases not with Allah. And whatever you give in charity, desiring Allah's pleasure, these will get manifold. Allah is he who created you, then he sustains you, then he causes you to die, then brings you to life. Is there any of your associate gods who does aught of it? Glory be to him, and exalted be he above what they associate with him.
Part 21, Surah 30, The Romans, Section 5, The Transformation, Ayat 41 to 53. Corruption has appeared in the land and the sea on account of that which man's hand has wrought, that he may make them taste a part of what they have done, so that they may return. Say, travel in the land, and see what was the end of those before. Most of them were polytheists. Then set thyself being upright to the religion before there comes from Allah the day which cannot be averted. On that day they will be separated. Whoever disbelieves will be responsible for his disbelief, and whoever does good must prepare good for their own souls, that he will reward out of his grace those who believe and do good. Surely he loves not the disbelievers. And of his signs is this, that he sends forth the winds bearing good news, and that he may make you taste of his mercy, and that the ships may glide by his command, and that you may seek of his grace, and that you may be grateful. And certainly we sent before the messengers of their people, and they came to them with clear arguments. Then we punished those who were guilty, and to help believers is ever incumbent upon us. Allah is he who sends forth the winds, so they raise a cloud. Then he spreads it forth in the sky as he pleases, and he breaks it, so that you see the rain coming forth from inside it. Then he causes it to fall upon whom he pleases of his servants. Lo, they rejoice. So they were before this, before it was sent down upon them in such despair, in sure despair. Look then at the signs of Allah's mercy, how he gives life to the earth after its death. Surely he is the quickener of the dead, and he is possessor of power over all things. And if we sent a wind, and they see it yellow, they would after that certainly continue to disbelieve. So surely thou canst not make the deaf to hear, nor canst thou make the deaf to hear the call, when they turn back retreating. Nor canst thou guide the blind out of their error. Thou canst make them to hear for those who believe in our messages, so they submit.
Part 21, Surah 30, the Romans, Al-Rum, the Romans. Section 6, Overthrow of Opposition, Ayats 54 through 60. Allah is he who created you from a state of weakness. Then he gave strength after weakness, then ordained weakness and hoary hair after strength. He creates that, subhanAllah, he creates what he pleases, and he is the knowing, the powerful. And the day when the hour comes, the guilty will swear. They did not tarry but an hour. Thus are they ever turned away. And those who are given knowledge and faith will say, certainly you tarried according to the ordinance of Allah to the day of resurrection. So this is the day of resurrection, but you did not know. So that day their excuse will not profit those who were unjust, nor will they be granted goodwill. And certainly we have set forth for men in this Qur'an every kind of parable. And if thou bring them a sign, those who disbelieve would certainly say, you are not but deceivers. Thus does Allah seal the hearts of those who know not. So be patient. Surely the promise of Allah is true. And let not those disquiet thee who have no certainty.
Part 21, Surah 31, Luqman, Section 1, Believers will be successful, Ayats 1 through 10. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. I, Allah, am the best knower. These are the verses of the Book of Wisdom, a guidance and a mercy for the doers of good, who keep up prayer and pay the poor rate, and who are certain of the hereafter. These are on guidance from their Lord, and these are they who are successful. And of men is he who takes instead frivolous discourse to lead astray from Allah's path without knowledge, and to make it a mockery. For such is an abasing chastisement. And when our messages are recited to him, he turns back proudly, as if he had not heard them, as if there were deafness in his ears. So announce to him a painful chastisement. Those who believe and do good, for them are gardens of bliss, to abide therein. A promise of Allah in truth, and he is the mighty, the wise. He created the heavens without pillars that you see, and cast mountains on the earth, lest it should be convulsed with you. And he spread on it animals of every kind. And we send down water from the clouds, then cause to grow therein of every noble kind. This is Allah's creation. Now show me that which those besides him have created. Nay, the unjust are in manifest error.
Part 21, Surah 31, Luqman, Section 2, Luqman's advice to his son, Ayats 12 through 19. And certainly we gave Luqman wisdom, saying, Give thanks to Allah, and whoever is thankful for his own soul. And whoever denies, then surely Allah is self-sufficient, praised. And when Luqman said to his son, while he admonished him, O my son, ascribe no partner to Allah. Surely ascribing partners to him is a grievous iniquity. And we have enjoined on man concerning his parents. His mother bears him with faintings upon faintings, and his weaning takes 2 years, saying, Give thanks to me and to thy parents, and to me is the eventual coming. And if they strive with thee to make thee associate with me, subhanAllah, and if they strive with thee to make thee associate with me that of which thou hast no knowledge, obey them not, and keep kindly company with them in this world, and follow the way of him who turns to me. Then to me is your return. Then I shall inform you of what you did. O my son, even if it be the weight of a grain of a mustard seed, even though it be in a rock, or in the heaven, or in the earth, Allah will bring it forth. Surely Allah is knower of subtleties, aware. O my son, keep up prayer, and enjoin good and forbid evil, and bear patiently that which befalls thee. Surely this is an affair of great resolution. And turn not thy face away from people in contempt, nor go about in the land exultingly. Surely Allah loves not any self-conceited boaster. And pursue the right course in thy going about, and lower thy voice. Surely the most hateful of voices is the braying of asses.
Surah 31, Luqman, Part 21, Section 3, Greatness of Divine Power, verse 20 to 30. See you not that Allah has made subservient to you whatever is in the heavens and whatever is in the earth, and granted to you his favors, complete outwardly and inwardly. And among men is he who disputes
concerning Allah without knowledge or guidance or a book giving light. And when it is said to them, follow that which Allah has revealed, they say, nay, we follow that wherein we found our fathers. What? Though the devil calls them to the chastisement of the burning fire. And whoever submits himself to Allah and does good to others, he indeed takes hold of the firmest handle, and Allah is the end of affairs. And whoever disbelieves, let not his disbelief grieve thee. To us is their return. Then we shall inform them of what they did. Surely Allah is knower of what they did. Surely Allah is knower of what is in the breast. We give them to enjoy a little, then we shall drive them to a severe chastisement. And if thou ask them, who created the heavens and the earth, they will say, Allah. Say praise be to Allah. Nay, most of them know not. To Allah belongs whatever is in the heavens and the earth. Surely Allah is the self-sufficient, the praise. And if all the trees in the earth were pens, and the sea with 7 more seas added to it were ink, the words of Allah would not be exhausted. Surely Allah is mighty, wise. Your creation or your raising is only like a single soul. Surely Allah is hearing, seeing. Seest thou not that Allah makes the night to enter into the day, and He makes the day to enter into the night, and He has made the sun and the moon subservient to you. Each pursues its course till an appointed time, and that Allah is aware of what you do. This is because Allah is the truth, and that which they call upon besides Him is falsehood, and that Allah is the High, the Great.
Surah 31, Part 21, Luqman, Section 4, the doom comes, Ayat 31 through 34. Seest thou not that the ships glide on the sea by Allah's grace, that He may show you of His signs? Surely there are signs in this for every patient, endurer, grateful one. And when a wave like awnings cover them, they call upon Allah, being sincere to Him in obedience. But when He brings them safe to land, some of them follow the middle course, and none denies our sign but every perfidious, ungrateful one. O people, keep your duty to your Lord, and dread the day when no father can avail his son in aught, nor the child will avail his father. Surely the promise of Allah is true, so let not this world's life deceive you, nor let the arch deceiver deceive you about Allah. Surely Allah is He with whom is the knowledge of the hour, and He sends down the rain, and He knows what is in the wombs. And no one knows what he will earn on the morrow, and no one knows in what land he will die. Surely Allah is knowing, aware.
Part 21, Surah 32, Al-Sajjah, the Adoration, Ayat 1 through 11. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent Merciful, Section 1, Islam will be established. I, Allah, am the best knower, the revelation of the book, there is no doubt in it. Is from the Lord of the worlds, or do they say He has forged it? Nay, it is the truth from thy Lord, that thou mayest warn a people to whom no warner has come before thee, that they may walk aright. Allah is He who created the heavens and the earth, and what is between them in 6 periods. And He is established on the throne of power. You have not besides Him a guardian or an intercessor. Will you not then mind? He orders the affair from the heaven to the earth. Then it will ascend to him in a day, the measure of which is 1,000 years as you count. Such is the knower of the unseen and the seen, the mighty, the merciful, who made beautiful everything that he created. He began the creation of man from dust. Then he made his progeny of an extract of worthless water. Then he made him complete and breathed into him of his spirit, and gave you ears and eyes and hearts, and little it is that you give thanks. And they say, when we are lost in the earth, shall we then be in a new creation? Nay, they are disbelievers in the meeting with their Lord. Say, the angel of death, who is given charge of you, will cause you to die. Then your Lord, you will be returned.
Part 21, Believers and Disbelievers, a Comparison. Surah 32, the Adoration. Section 2, Believers and Disbelievers, a Comparison. Ayats 12 through 22. And couldst thou but see when the guilty hang their heads before their Lord? Our Lord, we have seen and heard, so send us back. We will do good, we are now certain. And if we had pleased, we could have given every soul its guidance. But the word for me was just. I will certainly fill hell with the jinn and men together. So taste, because you forgot the meeting of this day of yours. Surely we forsake you, and taste the abiding chastisement for what you did. Only they believe in our messages who, when they are reminded of them, fall down prostrate and celebrate the praise of their Lord. And they are not proud. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. They forsake their beds, calling upon their Lord in fear and in hope, and spend out of what we have given them. So no soul knows what refreshment of the eye is hidden for them, a reward for what they did. Is he then who is a believer like him who is a transgressor? They are not equal. As for those who believe and do good deeds, for them are gardens, a refuge, an entertainment for what they did. And as for those who transgress, their refuge is the fire. Whenever they desire to go forth from it, they are brought back into it, and it is said to them, taste the chastisement of the fire which you called alive. And certainly we will make them taste the nearer punishment before the greater chastisement, that haply they may turn. And who is more iniquitous than he who is reminded of the messages of his Lord, and he turns away from them? Surely we exact retribution from the guilty.
Part 21, Surah 32, the Adoration, Section 3, Dead Earth will receive life, Ayats 23 through 30. And we indeed gave Moses the book, so doubt not the meeting with him. And we made it a guide for the children of Israel. And we made from among them leaders to guide by our command when they were patient, and they were certain of our messages. Surely thy Lord will judge between them on the day of resurrection concerning that wherein they differed. Is it not clear to them how many of the generations in whose abodes they go about we destroyed before them? Surely there are signs in this. Will they not then hear? See they not that we drive the water to a land having no herbage? Then we bring forth thereby seed produce, of which their cattle and they themselves eat. Will they not then see? And they say, When will this victory come, if you are truthful? Say, on the day of victory, the faith of those who now disbelieve will not profit them, nor will they be respited. So turn away from them and wait. Surely they too are waiting.
Part 21, Surah 33, Al-Azab, the Allies. Section 1, Spiritual and Physical Relationship, Ayats 1 through 8. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. O Prophet, keep thy duty to Allah, and obey not the disbelievers and the hypocrites. Surely Allah is ever-knowing wise, and follow that which is revealed to thee from thy Lord. Surely Allah is ever aware of what you do. And trust in Allah, and Allah is enough as having charge of affairs. Allah has not made for any man two hearts within him, nor has he made your wives whom you desert by zihar, your mothers, nor has he made those whom you assert to be your sons. These are the words of your mouth. And Allah speaks the truth, and he shows the way. Call them by the names of their fathers. This is more equitable with Allah. But if you know not their fathers, then they are your brethren in faith and your friends. And there is no blame on you in that wherein you make a mistake, but you are answerable for that which your hearts propose, and Allah is ever forgiving, merciful. The Prophet is closer to the faithful than their own selves, and his wives are as their mothers, and the possessors of relationship are closer one to another in the ordinance of Allah than other believers, and those who fled their homes, except that you do some good to your friends. This is written in the book. And when we took a covenant from the prophets and from thee, and from Noah and Abraham and Moses and Jesus, son of Mary, and we took from them a solemn covenant, that he may question the truthful of their truth. And he has prepared for the disbelievers a painful chastisement.
Surah 33, Part 21, The Allies, Section 2, The Allies' Attack on Medina, Ayat 9 through 20. O you who believe, call to mind the favor of Allah to you when there came against you hosts. So we sent against them a strong wind, and hosts that you saw not. And Allah is ever seer of what you do. When they came upon you from above you and from below you, and when the eyes turned dull and the hearts rose up to the throat, and you began to think diverse thoughts about Allah, there were the believers tried, and they were shaken with a severe shaking. And when the hypocrites and those in whose hearts was a disease began to say, Allah and his messenger did not promise us victory, but only to deceive. And when a party of them said, O people of Yathrib, you cannot make us stand, so go back. And a party of them asked permission of the prophet, saying, our houses are exposed, and they were not exposed, then only desired to run away. And if any entry were made upon them from the outlying parts of it, then they will ask to wage war against the Muslims. They would certainly have done it, and they would not have stayed in it but a little while. And they had indeed made a covenant with Allah before, that they would not turn their backs, and a covenant with Allah must be answered for. Say, flight will not profit you if you flee from death or slaughter, and then you will not be allowed to enjoy yourself but a little. Say, who is it that can protect you from Allah if He intends harm for you or intends to show you mercy? And they will not find for themselves a guardian or a helper besides Allah. Allah indeed knows those who among you hinder others and those who say to their brethren, come to us, and they come not to the fight but a little. Being niggardly with respect to you, but when fear comes, thou wilt see them looking to thee, their eyes rolling like one swooning because of death. But when fear is gone, they smite you with sharp tongues, being covetous of wealth. These have not believed, so Allah make their deeds naught, and that is easy for Allah. They think the allies are not gone, and if the allies should come again, they would fain be in the deserts with the desert Arabs, asking for news about you. And if they were among you, they would not fight, save a little.
Part 21, Surah 33, Al-Hazab, the Allies. Section 3, Allies fight. Qur'ān, punished. Ayahs 21 through 27. Certainly you have in the Messenger of Allah an excellent exemplar for him who hopes in Allah in the latter days and remembers Allah much. And when the believers saw the allies, they say, this is what Allah and His Messenger promised us, and Allah and His Messenger spoke the truth. And it only added to their faith and submission. Of the believers are men who are true to the covenant they made with Allah. So of them is he who has accomplished his vow, and of them is he who yet waits, and they have not changed in the least, that Allah may reward the truthful for their truth and chastise the hypocrites if He please, or turn to them mercifully. Surely Allah is ever forgiving, merciful. And Allah turned back the disbelievers in their rage. They gained no advantage, and Allah sufficed the believers in fighting. And Allah is ever strong, mighty. And he drove down those of the people of the book who backed them from their fortresses, and He cast awe into their hearts. Some you killed, and you took captive some. And He made you heirs to their land and their dwellings and their property, and to a land which you have not yet trodden. And Allah is ever possessor of power over all things.
Part 21, Surah 33, the Allies, Section 4, Prophet's Domestic Simplicity, Ayats 28 to 30. O Prophet, say to thy wives, if you desire this world's life and its adornment, come, I will give you a provision and allow you to depart a goodly departing. And if you desire Allah and His Messenger and the abode of the hereafter, then surely Allah has prepared for the doers of good among you a mighty reward. O wives of the Prophet, whoever of you is guilty of manifestly improper conduct, the chastisement will be doubled for her, and this is easy for Allah. Surely Allah's word speaks the truth. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Surely Allah's word speaks the truth. All praise is truly due to Allah for the complete reading of Part 21. All praise is truly due to Allah. We will close out in prayer, after which we will have brief announcements. Thank you so much to each and every reader. All praise is truly due to Allah. Attention, prayer. Our Lord, punish us not if we forget or make a mistake. Our Lord, do not lay on us a burden as thou didst lay on us, on those before us. Our Lord, impose not on us afflictions which we have not the strength to bear, and pardon us and grant us protection and have mercy on us. Thou art our patron, so grant us victory over the disbelieving people. O Allah, you are the most forgiving, and you love forgiveness, so forgive us. Surah 113, Al-Falaq, the dawn. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of the dawn, from the evil of that which He has created, and from the evil of intense darkness when it comes, and from the evil of those who cast evil suggestions and firm resolutions, and from the evil of the envier when he envies. Surah 114, Al-Nas, the men. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of men, the King of men, the God of men, from the evil of the whispering of the slinking devil, who whispers into the hearts of men from among the jinn and the men. Allah, there is no God but He, the ever-living, the self-subsisting, by whom all subsist. Slumber overtakes Him not, nor sleep. To Him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is in the earth. Is He that can intercede with Him but by His permission? He knows what is before them and what is behind them, and they encompass nothing of His knowledge except what He pleases. His knowledge extends over the heavens and the earth, and the preservation of them both tires Him not. And He is the Most High, the Great. Nothing deserves to be worshipped except Allah. He is one and has no associate. His is the kingdom, and for Him is praise. And He has power over all things. O Allah, there is none who can withhold what Thou grantest, and there is none who can give what Thou withholdest. And greatness does not benefit any possessor of greatness as against Thee. O Allah, we beseech Your help and ask Your mercy, for we believe in You and trust in You for all that we need. We are helpers in Your cause with Your apostle. Please grant us success. I mean, all praise is truly due to Allah. All praise is due to Allah for the complete reading of Part 21, an absolutely beautiful read of Part 21. Thank you to each and every reader. We praise Allah for the gift of your voice and your talent and your dedication and steadfastness and sacrifice to read every morning the revealed word of Allah. All praise is truly due to Allah. We are grateful, 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 grateful. Inshallah, tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m., we will begin the call with a music mix or a lecture, followed at 6 a.m. by the reading of the Holy Qur'an, Part 22. We will be reading part 22, which begins with Surah 33, Ayat 31, and goes all the way through to Surah 36, Ayat 21. All praise is truly due to Allah. We are more than halfway through reading the Holy Qur'an during installment number 12. Installment number 12 means the 12th month, 1 year that Allah has blessed us to read the Holy Qur'an. What a divinely guided journey He is giving us through His revealed word. All praise is truly due to Allah. We are grateful to each and every reader. We are grateful to each and every listener. We are grateful to the Cover Down Sisters for all that you do each and every day. Our Cover Down Sisters, Sister Yaisha, Sister Eartha, Sister Miyoshi, and Sister Roslyn. All praise is due to Allah. We are grateful to our Sister Latif, who's joined in with us, helping to do so many things behind the scenes as well. All praise is due to Allah. We are grateful to each and every one who is praying for the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30, and who is praying and just continuing to invite other believers to join on to the call to hear the revealed word of Allah every day. Every day. All praise is due to Allah. For those who desire to maybe become readers or do some work behind the scenes, please reach out to myself or one of the Cover Down Sisters to see about having that come into fruition. Yes, we are looking for additional help because the call is in fact growing by leaps and bounds, and many hands make the work light. We are grateful, subhanallah, for all that Allah is blessing the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30 with. Our 1-year anniversary celebration will be, by Allah's permission, on Friday, June the 10th, between the hours of 4 and 6 at the restaurant The Door. The Door is located in Jamaica, Queens, and it is a wonderful restaurant that serves Jamaican cuisine. All praise is due to Allah. We are asking for you to RSVP. We have quite a few who have RSVP'd, and we know that there are others who are desirous of going. So please do RSVP so we can ensure that there is a nice seat for you along with all of us. We want to be able to fellowship together for this wonderful celebration of our 1-year anniversary. All praise is due to Allah. That is a blessing. A blessing. This is a divinely guided journey through the Holy Qur'an that Allah is blessing us with. We are grateful, grateful, grateful. For those who desire to remain on the call, we will continue with the music mix lecture delivered by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, titled Conversations with Scholars and Friends. Once again, the title of the music mix lecture is Conversations with Scholars and Friends. For those who desire to remain on the call to hear the conclusion of that lecture, we are happy to play the rest of it for you. Once again, we are grateful to each and every reader. For those who are listening on, thank you for the sacrifices that everyone is making across the nation to read on this divinely guided call. Reading across the nation means that there are different time zones, which is a different type of sacrifice for each and every one. We are grateful. We are just so grateful for your steadfastness and dedication. Once again, thank you for being part of the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30. You may greet one another as we close out with our call. Assalamu alaikum. All praises due to Allah.
Wa alaikum salam.